afternoon.
Oh, wait, now it started.
Okay, excellent. Good afternoon. So this is the Phoenix terminal. Just let me know where you'd like to start. Any place in particular? I'll take you upstairs. Okay?
That's fine.
I'll show you
Upstairs.
something really cool.
Okay,
love to see
I'd
that.
love to start with something cool.
You coming out of truck driving school?
I'm on my second week at Phoenix Truck Driving Institute, just up the street here.
Okay.
Before this, we were traveling the country in a motorhome selling jewelry at festivals, so I kind of shut down, so I was working at Amazon for 10 months.
Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome.
Right over there, PHX6.
Wow. Well, so this is our simulator room.
Ooh.
Really, really cool and very, very helpful. So I don't drive a truck, but I've drove the simulator quite a bit in the last couple of days. And it's not actually a truck. It simulates what would happen in a truck, and it does it safely. So we do it here in the room instead of out on the road in the ditch or off the edge of the bridge.
You have ongoing training programs for your employees. It's not like you get out of school and you get in the truck and...
Correct.
Because I saw something on the board downstairs too. You have different training things available to people.
Yes, and that's really what this facility is for. So there's not an operation in this building. This is just it's a safety building and a garage.
Oh.
So we don't do the hiring, we do the orientation, which is, I guess, really a big part of the hiring process. So the recruiter brings people to us, we bring them in the first day of orientation, we do their hiring paperwork, then we go through the Werner welcome experience for the next 3 to 4 days, depending on how quickly we get through or how big the class is. And then we handle all safety needs. So if you had an accident last week, for example, we would place what's called a soft hold on you. And when you arrive in Phoenix, you're gonna be notified that there's a hold. You'll go to the counter and let the DSR know that you're here with a hold, and she'll look up what you have going on, notify a safety specialist, look them downstairs, and get you an accident review. Okay, that might include the video and a short talk about what happened, and then you would be assigned probably a sim, for example, maybe some close quarters maneuvering, also known as tight quarters. I don't know what your terminology is, but you go out and do some close quarters maneuvering, and then maybe a couple of e-trainers. So. Then we get you back on the road. It might be 45 days probation, 30 days probation, depending on severity and your time with the company, the number of accidents you have. Those all come into play.
Well, that's pretty neat. So it's not like, oh, you had an accident, you're fired. I mean, you guys actually try to help them learn what they did wrong and then how to improve it and not let that happen again.
Correct. So it's really interesting because I just talked about this in the class yesterday. Our job is to do everything that we can do to keep you with Werner. I came from an industry previous to this position where we did everything we could to get rid of employees. So a very difficult union environment. A real difficult union environment. I was the manager of a very large facility, and we did a little tug of war. And so quite different than Werner.
Can we ask what kind of industry that was?
It was transportation.
Oh,
it was
also
less than
transportation.
truckload. Yeah.
Okay.
But just a difficult environment.
Yeah.
A couple of different heritage companies put together. So Yellow and Roadway went together. Yellow employees didn't care for Roadway. Roadway didn't care for Yellow, and just a lot of angst in the building. A lot. So anyway, so here I am at Werner doing the opposite thing. It's pretty cool. I just talked to the class yesterday. If something comes up, don't feel like this is it. You got to quit. Come and see me. Come and see one of the safety specialists. Call into your fleet manager. Let them know what's going on. We're here to help you. Our job is to keep you in a truck, not to get you off a truck.
Right.
Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, we've seen some videos online where people are like, "Don't abandon the truck," and we're like, "Who would abandon the truck?" But I guess some people might do something and then have that fear that they're going to get fired and whatever, and they abandon their truck, which is crazy.
Yes, it does happen, and we've recovered some. It's kind of strange, but it happens. And another company I was with recently, same situation. We'd have to go chase trucks down all over the country. So
that's
really
crazy.
Weird. Yeah. I'll take you through the rest of the building.
Yeah, but I wanted to get a shot here of this. So you actually use this for training and for retraining.
Yes, it is super cool.
That
And it
is-
uses a manual stick?
It can. Yeah, we don't. We have
Switch?
all of our trucks are automatic.
Oh, is that right?
But for simulation purposes, we have scenarios that are not Werner specific. It's pretty cool. Where there's like a pit maneuver you can do with a police car. It's lots of fun. I haven't done it yet, but one of our safety specialists has. So you can drive a cement truck, a dump truck, all kinds of different stuff on it.
This will be backing maneuvers as well and stuff like that? Like you
You're
can't,
stumping me on that one. Don't think we can do backing
okay.
yet.
Yeah, because they don't
Could
have
be
the
wrong.
background video
Well,
for
but
backing up. You just
If
have
you're
the
just using
front
your
video.
mirrors, you can be using the side screen.
Yeah, that's
You
your
can't see
right
out the
window.
back of the truck anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, can you pick your scenery, mountains, or, you know?
The driver can't necessarily, but the safety specialist can.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so if you're getting really cocky and driving down the road and you think you got this thing figured out, I could throw rain at you or wind at you. It's pretty fun.
Oh,
I can
wow.
do changing conditions.
Oh,
I can
boy.
make it snow.
Do they make a home model that we could just?
Yeah, if you got a bunch of money, you can get one of those. It's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
called Werner
But it's a really good
PS5.
investment for us. So
Yeah.
if you think about, if we saved one serious accident,
Mhm.
it pays for itself right just in that first one
Absolutely.
that we saved.
Yeah.
So we'll have the accidents up here in a room in a controlled environment instead of out on the street.
Cool.
All right.
I like it.
Well, I don't know. Now you started with the coolest thing right away.
That's it. I got nothing after that.
Nothing else.
We're
We'll
pretty much
check the
done.
bathrooms and
Yeah.
that's it.
Check the bathrooms.
Up here, we have just a large break room here. We don't really use it much. It's a big break room. Not much I can talk about. We do a little bit of equipment training in here. So as part of the Werner Welcome Experience on day one, the first day, in the afternoon, you'll spend 20 or 30 minutes in here. We go through the equipment, lines, oil, different things like that. If you drove a truck, it's not a big deal. If you haven't drove a truck, it's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. This is
Good to know. Though.
yeah, it is good to know.
That's great. I'm glad you guys are into training. I like companies that do that.
This next room is our Werner Welcome Experience room, also known as orientation. Tom's in there setting up for tomorrow. We can walk in. Oops. You might be able to walk in. Oops, go ahead.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Tom.
You're taking lessons at the terminals?
What's that?
Is the idea to sit and take a lesson off the computer at a terminal?
Well, we do a lot of the class of the Werner Welcome Experiences in this room. So there's all of your pre-employment information that you fill out, you do it live.
Right.
A lot of the tabs that we go through, they're actually not on the computer. They're going to be up on the screen here. And we're really careful to social distance. Everybody will be opposite of each other, or diagonal, I guess I would say. So they're 6 feet apart. No more than 10 in this room. We used to hold 20. It could hold 20, but we're being very careful.
Good.
Social
We
distancing.
like that too.
Yeah.
That's why we ended up at Phoenix Driving Institute. We had checked out another school and they were like, masks optional, and we're like, okay, well, we're not coming here.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that. We've had our share of scares, so masks are not optional. This room is just another room for e-training.
Right.
So like I mentioned earlier, if you had an accident review, you might have to do a couple of e-trainers. You would just come in here and do them. Plenty of room. There's never more than 3 or 4 folks in here at a time.
That's a good sign in
Yeah.
2 ways, actually.
Yes.
This way.
There's the bathroom, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There's a bathroom if you want to get that one.
I'll leave that to the imagination.
Parts room for our garage.
And I see you have a lot of multi-million milers here. That's amazing.
We have a ton, yeah.
So people stay with you even though you're kind of, I mean, from our perspective at this point, you're sort of known as a starter company, but you actually have a lot of people then that stay with you.
Did somebody tell you we're a starter company?
Yeah.
That's, I wouldn't say we're a starter company. We have about 7,500 trucks, no, more than that even. Probably closer to 8,000 trucks, a little over 8,000 drivers, or a little bit less than 8,000 drivers, excuse me, because we have some teams. We have 12 terminals like this across the country that do safety needs and orientation just like we do here. I wish it stumped me, but I think we were founded in 1956. I should know that because I answered that properly on a quiz recently, and I have the 1956 model truck that C.L. Werner first drove when he started the company.
Oh, wow.
I have that downstairs in my office. It's pretty cool.
Well, we'll want to see that for sure.
This is where our safety specialists are housed. They each have an individual office. And when we're talking about social distancing, so we do a lot of the reviews in here. So there's a desk, and then there's going to be a driver or a replacement driver. They're 6 feet apart. I came up and measured them all. They're all 6 feet apart.
That's good.
So Tom is one of our safety specialists. Also we do our randoms here as well. So if a driver has a random assigned to him, we do it here. We don't have to go to Concentra. We save a lot of time and money by doing them ourselves.
What does that mean? Sorry?
What's that?
What does that mean?
Randoms, drug screen.
Oh, drug screens. Okay.
Pre-employment drug screens we do here.
Okay.
We save a lot of downtime by doing them in-house, opposed to having the driver park his truck. Okay, now you got to find a ride to Concentra. Lose a half a day or lose a day. Here it might be an hour.
Right.
That's it. We're all federally certified, including myself. I was a high scorer in my class, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Make certain note of that. Not Tom. So Dennis and then Kevin. So
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
hello.
Hello. I won't film you since I didn't ask permission, but there they are in their respective offices.
A couple of our safety specialists that do a lot of the functions that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, good meeting all of you.
So the trucks that we have, Kenworth, Peterbilt, Freightliner, and I'm missing one.
International.
International. Yes, thank you.
Nice, Kevin. You're already getting
Yeah.
bonus points.
We're going to try to put you in a
Thank
truck that you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always a perfect situation, so when you're ready for a truck assignment, we would like you to take a truck where you are when you are ready for fleet assignment. But from time to time, we just might not have anything worthy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll travel you to another location to get a truck. And then we try really, really hard to get you in the truck you want. It doesn't do us any good to put you in a truck that you don't like, because we know other carriers are hiring and they have trucks that you like. So we're going to try to put you in something that you like. If by chance we can't right away, just keep in mind that we can route you into a terminal for an equipment exchange. At some point, we work with the fleet manager, say, hey, look, Kevin's taking this International. He really doesn't like it, but he needs to get on the road, wants to get on the road. As soon as you can you turn him into a location that has a Kenworth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how we do it.
When we first spoke with one of your recruiters, which was actually before he even started school, she had said, because I'm looking at going with him on the road, and
Okay.
she said you have some trucks that have like wider beds, I guess, or they were set up more for not teams but couples.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Well,
Have you
you're
heard
gonna
of something
stump me
like
on
that?
that one.
Stumping you on that one
Okay.
too.
Something I'll circle back to you on. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure not like California King, but maybe
Yeah.
it was a little
I
wide.
don't know
Maybe
the
some
height
of them
and
are
width
wider.
of the bunks. I've been in them. They're huge. You're not going to have a problem with any of them. There's plenty of room for 2, if not 3 people.
So you do have
Yeah,
the
that's
king
right.
size.
They're huge. Yeah,
Do you know which ones get the best fuel economy?
I don't.
Okay.
That you can research that
Yeah.
because
No, but
that's a good question
that's a
too.
consideration. You get bonuses for better economy. You
Yeah.
get you're
That's
saving
a
the
good
company money on
question.
fuel.
Yep.
But then you have some trucks are more built up or more luxurious, so maybe they get less economy with extra equipment, right?
Yeah. Well, and one thing you're going to like about our trucks is you can't find an old truck. They don't exist in our fleet. We turn our trucks in on average right at 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, last I checked, it was 1.9 years and
Wow.
had 370,000 miles. So
What happens to them then?
we sell.
To who?
Oh, our trucks are they sell easy. We take very good care of our equipment. Our trucks and trailers sell just like that. We're hot on the market.
So if a company driver wanted to buy a truck at that point, not lease, but just buy it outright, they have they can get their hands on a Werner truck?
I'd have to circle back to a recruiter for owner-operators. I'm not as familiar with owner-operators as I am with company drivers.
Well, do you know if Werner's selling them directly, or it goes to a clearinghouse or an auction center?
We sell them directly to folks.
Okay, so that answers my question.
That's right.
I just noticed here this poster here. So these are all the different terminals that you have.
Correct.
Is that up to date, pretty much?
I'm going to say it should be, but I can tell you that Allentown is moving in a couple of months to a brand new terminal. Lakeland is closing and will become moving to Lake City, Florida, also a brand new terminal.
Oh, interesting.
Chicago, or it's actually Joliet, it's an upgraded facility, closer to new. West Memphis, if I can find it on there, also upgraded. Yeah, that's not a very good picture. West Memphis actually looks like a very large car dealership. It's a pretty cool looking building.
And can I just ask them, because you're saying terminals like this terminal, the idea with the terminal is for training and for, retraining and safety and stuff like that?
That's all we do.
So it's
and
not
maintenance, truck
and
maintenance.
Truck maintenance for your fleet trucks.
Correct.
So is it not like when you're doing OTR, for example? I thought that terminals were also kind of a place where people come and they have a shower and a
Oh
laundry
yeah,
thing.
definitely. I can show you the showers.
So you do have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, maybe that's not what. So that is also the function of a terminal.
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize. We have a driver's lounge. We have showers.
Because I thought so, and then I'm like,
and then
oh.
It uses for truck parking. So if you're driving from Dallas to San Bernardino, for example, and you need a place to stay, you don't want to park at a truck stop, we're here. Come here and spend the night or the day,
That's
whatever
good to know.
the case may be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And get a shower, right?
Right.
And the food truck is here.
And laundry?
you're not loading freight or moving
Yes.
freight through here. That's the
No,
thing. It's not a,
well, we move freight, right, so to speak, but the dispatching and the planning is done in Omaha. All of it's done in Omaha.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be called a fleet manager, who's going to be assigning trips to you.
Mhm.
Yep.
He's in Omaha.
So
Or
as a
she's in
driver,
Omaha.
you're dealing directly with somebody all the way over in Nebraska.
Yeah, but with technology,
Yeah.
we could be together
Just a
right
text
here in
or
the
a
same
phone
room
call,
or
yeah.
around the world. Yeah, and they do a really good job.
But this would be my home terminal
Correct.
since I'm in the Phoenix area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if he at some point, let's say, because like he said, we actually live in a motorhome, if he wanted to change his home terminal at some point, because we wanted to move the motorhome somewhere when, for example, it gets to be 118 degrees here again, how does that work? Can he switch to a different terminal?
Yeah, we could do that. You wouldn't even really need to switch. You would just move your stuff. So there isn't anything really needed to be done.
Just at the end of the next run, that's where you wind up.
Yeah.
But when you route them home, I'm assuming you
If
usually
you want
try
a
to
home
route
time,
them to
yeah,
what
just
your
like a
home
fleet manager
address
knows.
is.
If you change your home address, I don't know what you're using for an address, but if you were to change it, then that would change where your home, where we would plan your home time. But
Right.
that stuff can be just managed through the fleet manager.
And easy peasy.
For example, yeah, so we have a driver that has a home in Phoenix. He also has one in New Mexico. Sometimes his home time is in Phoenix and sometimes it's in New Mexico.
Now you don't
Great.
have a terminal in New Mexico, so
No.
he just takes the truck
Park the
home
truck.
there, and when he needs maintenance, he's got to come here.
He can go to any terminal for
Any
maintenance.
terminal.
Yeah,
Oh, so if he's on a route somewhere and he's passing by Joliet, he's like, I need an oil change.
exactly.
And there you go.
That's great to know.
That's good to know. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's very good. And you're saying Florida, theoretically asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Lakeland is closing.
Lakeland is going to close and it will be Lake City, which is a little bit north and to the center of Florida.
Okay. And when is that opening?
Lake City would be like
Closer to Gainesville.
right there. Yeah, a little bit north of Gainesville.
North of Gainesville.
Exactly.
Okay.
Lived in Gainesville for a little bit.
And when is that opening? Do you know?
I think we're opening March 1st or 2nd. They're just slowly opening it up over the next couple of weeks, but I think by mid-March it's.
That is good
We-
information.
we have-
Thank you.
So there's a lot of demand there for drivers as well.
Yeah.
We have a ton of business with some dedicated accounts in that area.
Really?
Yeah, so if you're really itching to get to Florida, there's a really good opportunity for that.
Okay, because we actually had a home address in Florida, and he had a Florida driver's license that he just changed to Arizona in order to do the CDL.
Okay.
And we were thinking of driving out of there, but when we started doing our research, a lot of the companies don't go very far into Florida, and they said, oh, Florida is terrible, nothing comes out of Florida.
Yeah, so please don't quote me, but I think there's a large Coca-Cola account that we handle in that area. Maybe Budweiser as well. I'm not sure the specifics, but I know that there's a fairly large demand, and the Lake City terminal is one of our larger facilities.
That is
as
great
well
info.
as Lithia Springs, which is Atlanta, another very large facility.
Okay. All right, that's great insider information. On with the tour.
Okay, let's move on.
Woohoo!
We're down upstairs.
So how long have you been with Werner?
Since April of last year, so 10 months, I guess. Good experience.
Good. Yeah, we hear good things about Werner.
How you doing? Still with us, huh?
Yep.
Simon J, over at 60 South or 60.
So this is the quiet room.
Oh, and
If you want to get away, you
severe
know,
weather
we don't
shelter.
have any TVs or radios in here.
Blood pressure machine.
Important.
It's actually kind of important. So,
Yeah.
One day I wasn't feeling very well, and I started getting a pretty hard tug on my chest, a really, really hard like pull, and I started to panic a little bit. It probably didn't help. Checked my blood pressure. It was 180 over 120, I think it was.
Wow.
So, not the smartest move I've ever made, but I hopped in the car and drove to the hospital. It took them about a day and a half to figure it out, but it was pneumonia.
Really?
Pneumonia didn't really have any symptoms until it came, and when I got the symptoms, it came really, really hard. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a really weird experience, but 2
Well, I'm
days.
glad you're okay.
Yep, it was good to go.
Yeah, that's lucky. Now, do you guys have severe weather here? Is this where you shelter for the heat?
Yeah. They have one of those in Amazon too.
So we do get haboobs. So
You get what?
Haboob.
Haboob?
It's a windstorm
Huh?
where it kicks up the sand and the dirt, and it's,
Okay.
those are pretty rough. They
We had a
last.
dust storm come in here.
Yeah,
last
yeah,
summer.
Yeah, they won't last more than 3 or 4 minutes because it passes through. But it'll put dust into the interior of your car, even if it's all sealed up real well.
Okay, which
We
way?
didn't have and we have monsoon season really September and October.
Yeah, we don't believe that anymore.
Last
we
year's
think-
was a failure.
Yeah, we think that's just a hoax. Oh, showers.
These are the showers.
Shouldn't film in there, huh?
You're staying okay.
Who's got their towel on?
So we're doing a
Thank
little
you, sir.
upgrade on these benches.
Oh yeah. Wow, big
Huge.
shower. Jeez. It's like a small apartment in here.
Yeah, that's plenty of room in here.
Wow.
There's always one available. There's just not that many people taking a shower.
Okay. And you have 4 of them. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's a good deal.
For what? Oh, laundry. Hey, if we drive for Swift, can we come do our laundry here?
Well, yeah. You didn't hurt anything. Driver lounge. There's usually not more than 4 or 5 people hanging out here.
So this one you're allowed to talk and do stuff, and the
Yeah.
other one is like quiet.
Quiet time. Yeah. And then we have a food truck that comes 5 times a day, I believe. So
wow.
first stop is around 7:20, 10 a.m., noon, 4:30, and then I think it's 7:30. So if you're a food truck fan, I became one quickly after I got here. I love the food truck.
Is it tacos or what is it?
It's anything you can imagine. And if you can special order also off,
Really?
off the menu. I have to go off the menu because I want a very specific cheeseburger, but they make it for me. Yeah,
Very nice.
Okay,
but it's
that's cool.
But it's fast food. It's salad. It's there's meals.
There's not a lot of restaurants in this immediate
Not
vicinity.
right here.
Yeah,
We're right kind of the top of
warehouse.
my pocket.
Yeah.
If you go up 51st Avenue, there's a few, or down 51st Avenue, there's quite a few in Levine.
Oh, yeah.
It's about 4 miles south. And so when you were at the window, behind that window, there's 5 or 6 offices for the driver support reps, and then myself, I sit in the back. And, I can kind of listen because of the hard floors and the concrete. I can hear everything that's going on. It's kind of nice. But you know, they're the first point of contact when you come into the building. One of our driver support reps handles fleet assignments. He's the guy that signs the trucks. Make sure you have your permits up to date, the proper permits as well. Another one handles what we call students, or I guess it would be driver liaison, maybe we would call it. She helps with all the processing. So when somebody's been out on the truck with the leader and is ready, she keeps an eye on what their status is, when they're in the building, what they need to do to be ready for fleet assignment. They're going to do a couple of things. One, most important one, is the in-cab. Afterwards, we have to verify they're a safe driver. And then maybe a couple of CVTs are arranged, depending on the leader's notes. She takes care of all that for us. So, and then the third one is front desk. Just front desk sounds like a pretty easy term. Front desk is really keeps the pace of the building. So everyone checks in at the front desk. And she's in charge of making sure everybody gets handled whatever they need.
Okay, sorry about that background sound. They're actually working on one of the showers, so that's good though. That means you guys take care of things.
Yeah, we're upgrading the seats in there, or there's some little benches in there, you know, where you would sit to take off your shoes or whatever. Those are getting upgraded right now.
Oh, nice.
And most important thing in the building is the food truck parks right there.
Yeah, a lot of tractors. Just in your head, there'll be some
Yep, and a lot of them are just drivers who are coming through Phoenix, and so they're going to stop here and take their 10-hour rest. It's a good place to stop. Don't get hassled.
So if this is my home terminal, it's okay to leave my car here for 2 or 3 weeks while I'm out? Like,
you can leave it here all year if you want.
Okay.
Can we leave the RV here?
I'll have to check on that one for you. That's a little bit less typical.
It's a little one.
Is it?
It's just a little 30-footer.
Oh, okay. That might be a big no.
It's just 2 parking places.
Trying to think what else I could show you. So we've seen most of the building.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, let's go see a truck.
Let's go see a truck. Yeah, because that was part of our thinking, you know, with the RV. If we end up doing OTR and we're out 3 or 4 weeks, you know, what do we do with the RV? I mean, we don't really want to pay to keep it at a RV park if we're not there.
If you want to store it at my house, and I'll do some quality checks on it from time to time. You can do that. Just leave the keys.
Make sure it's getting really good gas mileage.
Yeah. Well, you want to get the fluids moving every couple of weeks. So you can take your pick, whatever you want to take a look at.
Oh,
is there a truck that you
Kevin.
like? Start with Kenworth. Go ahead, you find it. Just go ahead and hop in.
Brand new?
Oh my God! It still has the plastic on it.
Wouldn't be, no, not brand new. This one's probably a year old, be my guess. Maybe a little bit older.
Did
But
you
we
do the
treat it-
3-point entry? He's been studying.
Oh, has he? 2 points of contact. Yep.
Let me come this way too.
Woo. How many miles are on it?
261,000.
Yeah.
Okay, not new.
That's not new at all, no. Oh, Tanya, this is a double bed.
Oh well, hold this and I'll come up. May I go in?
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Hey, Captain, can I go aboard?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
I don't know where the 3 points
Use
are.
use this handle and this handle. Don't use the door.
Okay, my first time in a truck. How exciting!
There's a table here. See the other bunk up there? That's pretty wide. Lots of storage here and here. Right here.
It's really tall.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah, they're a
headroom.
lot bigger than I thought they were. There's a ton of room.
So, do any of your trucks have fridges or an APU or anything like that?
You
or?
can get a fridge.
Yeah.
You'd have to get one.
Like you'd buy
the
it
trucks
and
we're
then-
buying now all have inverters. I don't know if
Right.
this one does or not.
There's a mount for a television there too. There's a 12-volt outlet. Well, this one's got a power strip here, a power bar. So there must be a 120-volt access down there somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, there's another one up there.
Let me come back here so I can
Sure.
film to the front. But I see why you don't get a lot of truck tours on YouTube, because it is a little tight to film.
Yeah.
But it is roomy. I can't believe how tall it is.
Yeah, you'd think you could do something with that space, you know? Like,
Well, there's another bunk.
yeah, the other one's flipped up.
Yeah. So when that comes down, that person will have
Lots of headroom.
about 3 feet. Yeah.
And mostly I see, you know, unless they're team driving, they use the top bunk for storage.
Yep.
Kevin, you might have to store your wife up there.
Yeah. What is this?
I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, so what are the basics that your trucks come with?
Well, I'll have to get the garage manager out here to give you that one.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, it's an automatic. Holy smokes.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
everything.
Like 99% of the trucks now, like coming out new, are automatic. aren't
Yeah,
they?
every one we have is an automatic now.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's where you put your electronic
Here?
E, is it E?
E-log.
I'm guessing that
E
might be the forward-facing camera.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good chance of that.
Yeah, that's gotta be for
So-
the radio.
And
All-
Werner
all-
doesn't do inward facing, right?
Oh no. Forward-facing. It'll capture. If you have a critical event, I think it holds the previous 10 seconds,
Mhm.
and then I'm not sure how far out it holds, but it's always looping. So, and we do because you're equipped with. I'm trying to think of the term. The safety devices, you know, when you have a lane departure or if you have a hard brake, it'll pop up into a critical event for us, and we'll review it. We can see everything in front of you, so we know if you apply 50% of your brakes, we know that. If you depart your lane accidentally, we can see that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see it over here, but we can see it here.
Mm-hmm.
If something comes out in front of you, a deer, it'll pick it up. You're traveling too close, we'll see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool stuff.
And
Actually,
then
it's
you
great
guys
technology.
like call up the driver and say, hey,
So
we
we do-
noticed.
Yeah, so we review the system and make a determination if, in fact, it really was a critical event or not. Some of them are not. Some of them just require the fleet manager to have a discussion with the driver, and then some are more serious where we can see that the driver, you know, drove in and out of a ditch. Those are a little more serious. Those will go into a safety.
Yeah. We've been watching, what is the we were watching yesterday? Bonehead Truckers.
Truckers.
Bonehead Truckers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on out there.
We're very selective in who we hire, so you
Yeah.
won't find too many bonehead truckers.
No,
with
they
us.
mostly show Swift drivers.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I can't speak poorly of any other company.
Nope,
but,
you're not allowed.
If we do find a bonehead driver, it's really easy to find because we have, you know, like I told you, the technology
Yeah.
that's available to us.
Yeah.
They'll show themselves pretty quick.
Yeah. And I'm not making a judgment on Swift. I'm just saying what I saw in the video.
I see a lot of the memes and the videos as well.
Yeah.
They're fun
I
to
feel
watch.
sorry for them, really. You know, I mean, but yeah, it was pretty. It was
Just
scary,
walk next door to the
Yeah, go
Freightliner?
ahead.
scary and entertaining at the same time.
Yes. You want to hand me your camera, Tony?
Well, first I want to see if I can get a better sort of an idea here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. Here is the camera, Kevin.
All right.
Did you actually film it? I see you generally just wave this wand around like it's a magic
I
wand.
got your best side.
I bet. Look at you in a truck, honey.
Yeah, man.
How exciting.
That's a pretty wide bunk too.
Here,
It's about,
take it and do a little video.
it's about the same size. See the bunk. Cabinets. Outlets.
2.5. We will finish at the end of February. They want you, honey.
Oh yeah?
I didn't get that on video. Hey, Darryl, what did you just say?
You really want Kevin to come here?
Woohoo!
Let me
Bring
know.
her, right?
Just let me know what I need to do to make that happen.
Well, we do have some questions about pay and benefits and stuff like that. So
Okay.
is there somebody here, like an HR person, or just
The
call a
recruiter, I think it was Sam.
It's on the.
We've
no, it was a woman.
spoken to Maria, Janess, Ryan, and somebody else before that who just moved here from another state. So I think
Okay.
we've actually spoken to 4 different.
If you have Janessa's phone number, let her. She could be your point of contact. I'll give her a message and let her know.
Okay.
She works right down the street at Roadmaster. She's pretty solid. She does a really good job for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we get the phone number from
Yeah.
you? Because I think we have the 1-800 type number.
Okay.
Did you want to look in another truck? That was Freightliner?
I just wanted to see the international real quick.
And blue happens to be my favorite color.
Mine too.
So
My wife thinks you wear blue.
do you notice any immediate difference between Freightliner International?
No, the bunks are the same size. You know, your dashboard is a little different here and there, but
Kenworth? So no
Yeah.
Peterbilts with Werner.
We have a few.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Limited.
yeah,
No Volvos.
No Volvos.
no Volvos. Okay.
Okay.
And this is your maintenance area here.
Yes.
And how long, like, let's say something happens to a truck, how quickly can it get in? I mean, I know you can't say how long it takes to repair because that depends.
That's a good question. Maybe Jeff could answer that better at the service desk, but there's a rating system on the importance of that repair.
Like a
Okay.
triage.
Yeah, so for example, if a driver was assigned maybe to a UPS load, they had to be in LA tomorrow, he's gonna go to the top of the list probably, unless it was a real big repair, and then we're just gonna give him a different truck. After that, there's not much more I can tell you. It's based on the need for that truck. You won't be there for days because your need is minimal.
Mhm.
At some point, the time also kicks in, so the time and weight will become part of the point system to put
Right.
your truck up.
The truck's not on the road making money, then it's
Right, but
It's
the
good to
driver's
get it
then
out
also
there.
not on the road. Because unless it's something like the UPS one, you're not going to give them another truck to drive. The driver will just
Well,
have to
no,
wait.
we can. If it's going to be 3 or 4 days and you want to get on the road and we have trucks on the ready line, we can work with the fleet manager and say, hey, look, Kevin got this repair. It's going to be 4 days. He'd rather just swap trucks if that's all right. We do that.
Okay.
you pack up.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah, unless you're in love with your truck and don't want to leave it, and we'll let you stay with it as well.
You can always come back for it.
Yeah.
That way you have time to wash it too.
You can stay with it, snuggle up with it, read
Yeah.
it little bedtime stories while it's here,
There you go.
convalescing.
Yes.
Okay,
Alrighty.
that's cool. All right,
I
what
know
else?
there's a few questions I couldn't help you with, but I'll do my best to circle back to you.
Okay.
I got your number. Let me get you Janessa's
Yes.
number.
Okay.
Or how about if I have Janessa give you a call? Okay.
Sure.
Because if she's the wrong person, she'll just get the right person and us we'll skip an unneeded call.
Okay.
And you can warn her, we have a lot of questions.
Okay, she's good.
In case you didn't notice that about me yet.
No, that's good. She's a good recruiter.
Okay.
Anything else? This is Robert, by the way. He's our garage manager.
Hi, Robert.
May
So
I?
all those,
May I?
all those
Hi.
tough truck questions he can answer.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Whatever you said.
The inverter question I never get right. So the trucks that we're buying now all have inverters, correct?
Correct.
And if the truck they have doesn't, they need to put their own in.
Correct.
Okay.
And then there's a wattage limit to it as well.
And then fridge, that was how the thing started. Fridge we could put in ourselves.
The fridge, well, unless it involves you modifying the truck, then there's a process.
Okay, so not the double door with the ice maker?
No,
No?
unfortunately.
Oh, man.
There's an approval process, so maybe. But yeah, I think they'll charge for that if it involves having to modify the truck.
Okay.
And it would be a charge you would get back later on.
Then you turn
Once
the
you-
truck in,
yeah.
put it back together, and then you get refunded.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just kind of like a deposit, I guess.
Okay. You have any other questions?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Remember, they're always going to be a good truck. There's virtually nothing over 2 years old. We turn them in on average at 2 years and 370,000 miles. So you're always going to be in a good truck. You're not going to get a truck with 1 million miles that's 5 years old. We don't have those here.
And out of Phoenix, you're going to be in a good truck, but are you also going to be on the road? Like, you know, or is there a lot of sitting around waiting for loads?
You're
or
going to be
is-
on the road. So we're trying to hire a little over 200 folks a week based on business needs.
Holy
So
Wow.
yeah, you're going to be on the road.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys need help.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Business
Yeah.
is good. Yeah. the
And
economy has been
you have
very good.
Western 11 or just mostly OTR or what?
It would be a good recruiter question. I don't get as much time in the operation. So
Put that on your list.
Yeah.
Put it on the list. Okay.
Yeah, there's different
facilities.
divisions, and I'm not familiar with all the divisions because I haven't worked in operations. But Janessa or the recruiter that assigns you would have a better answer for
Okay.
that.
Cool. Well, we really appreciate the tour and your time. Thank you,
No
and thank
problem.
you for letting me do a video of the whole thing. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And yeah, let's go and watch the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time to go home.
All right.
Good,
Thank you
good.
so much.
All right.
Thanks for your
appreciate
time,
it.
Darryl.
Yeah.
If
Nice
something
meeting you.
comes up, please give me a call.
I got
If
your
you
number.
decide to go to Swift or Schneider for some reason, give me a call and I'll talk you out of it. Okay? I'll tell you why you shouldn't and why you should be here.
Okay.
Okay.
I like your
All right.
honesty on that.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Take care. Thanks for coming out.